I just want us to have like a heart-to-heart discussion tonight. Let's just, dive into this matter, and because there's a lot of take-home, there's a lot of moral lessons. There are some do's and some don'ts that I want us to bring out of it. I want to say a very beautiful good evening to my fans. How is everyone doing this Sunday night? Sunday afternoon rather, I'm so sorry. How is everyone doing this Sunday afternoon? You're welcome to Living and Cleaving television show. Remember, unpleasant decision is lame. Don't forget. Thank you. Oh, hop in, let's talk. Is it possible for me to use my sunshade, or is it possible to cover, see what you can do? The ray of light is just directly on my eyes. Thank you. But I will try. If it gets darker, then I will change it. All right, I just want us to talk about the case where a boy served his master for, do they say 12 years or 15 years? And his master never settled him, sent him out of the house without settlement. And this boy comes back fighting for his children. His boss has got 3 kids, and this boy has come back claiming the 3 sons of the man. And it has been a lot of, it has brought a lot of issues. What actually happened in this matter is that the madam of the house was making advances to their houseboy. And then first the houseboy was resisting because he really needed to keep his job. But again, the madam began to starve him, that every time he refuses, because they are all in the past right now, every time he refused to sleep with his madam made sure he didn't eat the next day. So time came when food was very important to him, that he didn't have any choice than to make sure that he was sleeping with his madam. And of course, you understand how addicted it can be. So I believe along the line, he became addicted and he didn't care. He was doing it. Both of them were doing it. But as far as I'm concerned, it was the madam who also always went to give signal that it was time to do it. After about 12 years or 15 years, the same houseboy was caught with the house girl. The madam was so furious, and then she made her husband chase the boy out of the house without settling the boy. You can imagine serving your boss for several years, and at the end of the day, you'll be sent out of the house without nothing, without shishi. So this houseboy, out of anger, now came like, how can I serve my boss for, I think, either 15 years or so? How can I serve my boss for this many years? And he threw me out of the house just like that. Okay, I can't lose everything. That was the time he came claiming his children, that he wanted his children. So, he started revealing that the woman told him that her husband couldn't make babies. So he acted like he was so sure he knew those were his children. So he came for the children. So if you see the headache, the uproar it has raised on the social media, I looked at this and I said, there's a lot to take home. There are some moral lessons to learn. There are things to know. For instance, we need to know that it's very important to follow peace with all men. You see, in as much as I'm not here to judge the boy, at the same time, I'm not here to also give him handshake for what he did. But you see, what I would tell the boy, I don't know whether maybe he has not even heard anything about Joseph, but I want to talk to him about Joseph of the Bible. Potiphar from the land of Egypt bought him. Joseph stayed in that house. Time came when Joseph was like everything in that house. Potiphar never withheld anything from Joseph. The only thing Potiphar withheld from Joseph was his wife, which I believe every man in their right senses will do the same thing. You will do everything to protect your wife, right? But then time came when Potiphar's wife began to make advances. Imagine if Joseph had agreed just because he wanted to keep his job. Imagine. So, but in as much as Joseph went through, he went through it, but the later part of the story was very sweet, because a lot of times it is not about the beginning, it is about the end. He took the right decision. He fled. He did not allow this Jezebel to get hold of him. When you go to Genesis 39 verse 1, Joseph said, your husband has not withheld anything from me. He has kept me, like I am everywhere, just like him. The only thing he has kept away from me was his wife, you. So how then can I come in the secret and do this to him? Joseph had conscience. He decided, I'm not going to do this. This is the only thing he withheld from me. Sometimes I want to call my fan brothers. A lot of times, just maintain your have your 3 feet and maintain it. It's important for every one of us to maintain that little dignity. Don't appear so cheap. It's unfortunate that how you was before, and from my culture where I come from, men were the ones that will make advances. They will buy you things, build you things, and but these days we have Jezebels everywhere. So please, men, be careful when rotten food is being presented to you as if they are very beautiful food. Saying before the Barry went dead, I was just trying to tell us that we shouldn't judge a book by its cover. When someone is presenting something to you, whether a man is presenting to a woman, or a woman is presenting to a man, or your boss is presenting to you at work, or your madam is presenting to you as a boy, let's pray for the spirit of discernment, because it's not everything that we see or hear is exactly what it is. Some things are just to trap you down. So let's not think it is a whole big enjoyment. You were a houseboy and your madam is asking you out. You're a little girl who just got a job. You're 19 years old and your boss, the big guy in the company, is wanting to sleep with you. And they probably may have already threatened you that, look, if you don't do it, then you're gonna stand a chance of losing the job. Sweetheart, it's better for you to lose that job this morning, because if you don't lose it now, you're still gonna lose it later with another packet of shame on top of it. Let me take you quickly to King Saul. You know, when King Saul desperately wanted his daughter to marry David, remember that King Saul was not wanting his daughter to marry David because he loved David so much, but because he was so desperate to kill David. He actually wanted his daughter to be a snare on David. But his plan did not work. God wanted it differently. But can you imagine? Like, he didn't care. He was so desperate that he didn't even think about the emotions of his wife. Like, your daughter gets married today. Tomorrow, the same you will go and kill that man. And your daughter becomes a widow, even if it is for one day. But at least she's going to be a widow. That is called desperacy. Let us run away from desperacy. It does not help anybody. Let's maintain decorum in all that we do. Let's have some dignity. Let's always remember our self-respect wherever we are. We need to learn to believe in God, because God does it all. There's nothing that you entrust into the hands of God that He's not able to take care of. Looking at that particular case that I presented to us, 2 things are happening here to this man. It's either his wife may have done something to him spiritually that he has no access to him being a man again in that house. Like, the woman is running him, or he's just laughing and dancing to the tone of whatever the wife presents. So one thing is either something has happened to him spiritually, or he knows about this impotency and he played along with his wife for them to have children. But I feel like this second option, I don't know. the first option is more like it, but it's going to be one of these two options. So please, let's be prayerful. If you're a man, it's very important that you are prayerful. Woman, learn to give it to God. You get married, along the line you realize that there's a problem, whether it is coming from your hand or from the hand of your husband. While we're trying the medical things, we give it to God. And then there are some routes that we just shouldn't try. Those routes are not option. So let's utilize all the routes that are supposed to be options for you and run away from routes that are not supposed to be options. Because there's a huge consequence for whatever you shouldn't do, but you pick the option to do it. So let's remain prayerful once again, especially men. Remain prayerful, or you are finished. Imagine where a woman is riding you like a horse, and you're just sitting there, not even knowing the decisions you're taking, or your woman is taking on your behalf. Remain prayerful so that you will always be at the hem of it. And I want to speak to any houseboy out there. Whether you have gone to, sorry, to any houseboy out there, right? Whether you have gone in to learn something, please borrow sense from Joseph. Borrow sense from Joseph. Is either you run out of that place now that it is not too late for you, because if you don't run out now, you're still gonna run out later, or you're still gonna have the same issue that this person is having. If you're a lady, you are in a job and your boss is saying, hi, if you don't sleep with me, I'm gonna send you out of this place. That is not your job. These days there are some people who really definitely want to sleep with you, not because they have beautiful legs, but because they need to give this HIV to someone else. I think this is, I wish what happened didn't happen, because we did this video since yesterday, just about to post it. Thank God I decided to listen, and then I figured, oh my God, it just got somewhere and stopped because the speaker battery went dead. I really don't want to repeat myself, but I want to thank you all for listening. Before I sign out, I want to tell every one of us that we must stop unnecessary desperation. We should stop pushing people to the wall. People are not trucks. In as much as two wrongs cannot make a right, you can agree with me that this particular boy we're talking about was pushed to the wall. First, he was pushed to the wall to sleep with the woman. Second, he was pushed to the wall by throwing him out of the house after using him for several years. And now he has come back in a way that they never thought it was going to happen. If you owe people, please pay them. If you don't have the money, let them know that you're still working on it, so at least they will know that you still remember without them reminding you. If you are a boss, please settle your boys. If you are a houseboy, whatever you've gone to learn in that place, please stay there, learn it, and go home. If you're running a program like some of these academic things, give people their certificate once they have graduated. Don't try to be wicked to them for one reason or the other, because you will not run away. You can't. There's no place to run to. Let's not push people to the wall. If you're facing a problem, find solution. If you're important as a man, give it to God. While you are doing the medical things, give it to God and see what he's able to do. In all, let's give it all on God. If we give it into his hands, he will do that which no man can do. Let's always look for solution for whatever, because there's always a solution to a problem. So we give it to God in prayers. We go to work for it. We go and do what we are supposed to do as men and women. Remember, unpleasant decision is lame. Don't forget. let's try to follow peace with all men, and let's stop pushing people to the wall. Thank you for listening, and God bless you.